He stole $5 billion from Nigeria's treasury. He executed activists on live television. He imprisoned a Nobel Prize winner for treason. And when he died, Nigerians danced in the streets. His name was Sani Abacha, and for 5 years, he owned Nigeria completely. June 12th, 1993. Nigeria holds its freest election in decades. Moshood Abiola wins by a landslide. The military annuls the results. The winner is never inaugurated. Into the chaos that followed, General Sani Abacha seized power on November 17, 1993. He abolished every democratic structure overnight. State governments, the legislature, the courts, all gone by decree. One decree placed his government above the jurisdiction of every court in Nigeria. No law could touch him. He was completely untouchable. But Abacha's most brutal act was reserved for the Niger Delta. Ken Saro-Wiwa was a writer and activist fighting against the environmental destruction of Ogoniland by oil companies. He was peaceful. He was documented. He was globally respected. Abacha arrested him, charged him with murder in a trial widely condemned as a fabrication, and on November 10th, 1995, hanged him alongside 8 other Ogoni activists. The world reacted with outrage. The Commonwealth suspended Nigeria. The United States imposed sanctions. Abacha did not flinch. He held a press conference the next day and called it justice. What came next was systematic terror. He assembled a 3,000-man personal security force trained in North Korea. His chief security officer, Hamza al-Mustafa, ran a killer squad responsible for assassinations across the country. Kudirat Abiola, wife of the imprisoned election winner and a leading pro-democracy voice, was shot dead on a Lagos street in broad daylight. The killers were later identified as state agents. Wole Soyinka, Nigeria's Nobel Prize laureate, was charged with treason and forced into exile. Dozens of journalists were arrested. Newspapers were shut down without warning. Anyone who spoke disappeared. While Nigerians suffered, Abacha stole. Between 1993 and 1998, he and his associates moved between $3 and $5 billion out of Nigeria's treasury into personal bank accounts across Switzerland, the United Kingdom, Luxembourg, and the Middle East. The Swiss government alone returned over $700 million to Nigeria after his death. The full amount was never recovered. He stole enough money to have built schools, hospitals, and roads across every state in Nigeria. Instead, that money bought luxury properties and funded the accounts of a man who already had everything. As of the 2020s, over $3 billion has been repatriated. Decades later, still counting. On June 8, 1998, Sani Abacha died suddenly at Aso Rock Presidential Villa. The official cause was a heart attack. He was 54 years old. Rumors immediately spread. Indian prostitutes, poisoned apples, a CIA operation. None was ever officially confirmed. What was confirmed? He was buried in Kano within 24 hours. No state funeral, no military honors, no national mourning. In Lagos, Abuja, and across southern Nigeria, people poured into the streets. They were not mourning, they were celebrating. This is Untold Africa. Sani Abacha ruled Nigeria for 5 years. In those 5 years, he executed the innocent, silenced the brave, imprisoned the righteous, and stole billions from the poor. And yet, today, his name is still defended by some, his economic numbers cited, his roads praised, as if roads built on stolen money and watered with innocent blood deserve praise. The damage Abacha did to Nigeria in stolen funds, broken institutions, and murdered voices is still being counted. Some debts are never fully repaid. We will keep uncovering them.